The health ministry in the Gaza Strip says it's made requests over at least the last year for 8 different kinds of X-ray machine and spare parts that have either been rejected or delayed by Israel. The machines, according to the ministry, are needed to care for thousands of patients who, as a result, have simply had to wait. Health officials in the Palestinian territory say the X-ray equipment in question was funded by international aid and medical institutions for use in Gazan hospitals. Now, the Gaza Strip is a narrow enclave on the Mediterranean, bordered by Israel on one side and Egypt on the other. And for about the last 15 years, it's been under strict blockade by those two countries, meaning Israel has had control over not only what goods and supplies can get into Gaza, but also who can come and go. Israel says that's because of concerns over its security. Now, Gaza is run internally by Hamas, an Islamist militant group that does not recognise the Israeli state. Both Israel and Hamas have been at war, essentially on and off, over the last decade or so, though the human cost of that conflict is never quite symmetrical. On the one hand, Hamas militants have fired rockets into Israel, some of them with long enough range to reach major cities like Jerusalem or Tel Aviv. Some have killed or injured civilians. On the other hand, Israel has at various times bombed Gaza from the air, including residential areas, resulting in far more civilian death. Those attacks, plus the strict blockade, have over the years severely weakened Gaza's economy and health system, which suffers chronic shortages. This woman is a mother of 4 in Gaza City and says she's waited 45 days just for a simple X-ray on her kidneys.
It affects our life. It's a kind of torture. People will die. If there is equipment and they can check what kind of disease people have, that's good. But in our situation, 2,000 people are using one X-ray.
In response, Israel says it's worried that Hamas fighters will use medical equipment for military purposes, and it's accused Gazan officials of taking advantage of humanitarian shipments for, quote, terrorist purposes, though officials in the Gaza Strip have denied that.